Hi, thank you for joining me today. I am going on a walk. It's just about 9:30. As I said before in my previous video, I'm fasting. I'm not fasting for any particular reason, but I know that when I fast, it gives me a body reset, metabolically, that is. So it's not a total 100% fast of nothing. I'm drinking coffee and distilled water, um, but no solid food. So it's like a solid food vacation. I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night, I will say that. And I really didn't experience any hunger up until right now. So I'm hungry. So I have to keep myself occupied. So I figured I'd go out on a an hour walk. And what it does is get you into ketosis, more fat burning mode when you're fasting. If you do some type of light exercise, of course you don't. When you're fasting, you don't want to go gangbusters on like the treadmill or something like that. You could do weightlifting or something like that, or walking or something like that, or cycling. So, because depending upon how fast you deplete your glycogen stores, you might have a dizzy spell or pass out, or your blood sugar might drop. So I'm fasting and solid food vacation, as I call it. And what it does a metabolic reset for me. So this morning I felt it. I got like a burst of energy. I always have to be active, and what I usually do is clean my house to keep me a little more occupied, my brain occupied, because my brain is what sabotages me. And my husband tried to sabotage me too because he says he's a pizza head, and he says he eats like pizza like four times a week. And I can't eat pizza because it's definitely a weight gain for me. Even though if I eat a thin crust or whatever and I only eat two slices, it still puts on weight. It bloats me. So I try to stay away from that stuff as much as possible. But he's a trash can, so he can eat anything, right? Yeah, not me. So that's what I'm doing, and I have my little outfit on. It's kind of like humid outside, so I do have a what you call a sports bra underneath. So if it gets in hot, because I'm going to be walking on the golf course and there's a lot of trees, it is sort of soupy out there because of the hurricane or the tropical storm. I think they downgraded it. So that's the golf course. So that's where I'm going to be walking. It's 18-hole golf course. So I'm going to be walking on that because usually we're not allowed to walk on it during 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. After that, it's okay. But there's nobody golfing out there because they won't allow the golf carts out on the golf course because it's too wet. And actually, when we get a bad storm, the 16th, 17th, and 18th hole this is all flooded. It becomes a lake because of the drainage issue that they have there. There's a stream, if you can see that, and this whole area gets filled with all kinds of muck from this whole development. I live in Maryland here, and it's like a swamp. This whole development is built on a swamp. So yeah, so if I don't, we have a gym here in my community. We have our own community gym where I live in my development, but I have my own equipment, as you can see, but I have it as a plant stand, my treadmill right now. I have to take it off when I want to go on the treadmill. And yeah, so there's my bike, but I like to do things outside when the weather's nice, and then in the what you call in the months that I won't be able to get outside, then I'll have access to the gym and, my exercise equipment. I used to belong to LA Fitness, but now I'm unemployed, so my budget is tight, and I really can't afford that because I'm just about broke. So I plan on going back to work maybe after January. We'll be going to Pompano Beach for a month in January, and we're going to South Carolina for 2 weeks in for Thanksgiving week. And we might go to New Jersey for Christmas to visit my daughter and her grandbaby, hopefully. Next month, I'm going to be visiting them to, yeah, my little grandbaby AJ, who's going to be 18 months old. Um, and I'm so proud of him. My daughter Amber was married in December 4th, 2015. I think I provided the link with my channel there, Amber and Anthony. And little AJ is 18 months old, and he has a lot of teeth. And so I'm really happy about her and her accomplishments in her career and her marriage and her family and having an intact family. Yeah, I'm real happy about that. So she's a hard worker, my daughter. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. And you know, I just are going to I am going to have a new hairdo. So I have a surprise about that one. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have a new look, and I'm trying to get it together. So maybe in 2 weeks, you're going to see a new hairdo on me. I'm getting it ready. And my first career, I was a hairstylist. So I'm going to try to do it myself. Hopefully I can. I'm going to get a price to see if somebody else will do it for me. If not, if it's too expensive, then I'll learn how to do it on YouTube, because there's so many opportunities to learn how to do so many things on YouTube. So got my hat on because the ticks that might fly from, out in there under the trees and stuff like that. We have a lot of deers in this neighborhood. So I think by my face, the unfortunate part is when I lose weight, I lose it all in my face. I have like sunken face syndrome. Um, that's just my body, right? But I lose, when you get a certain age, you don't want to lose too much weight because you lose collagen and elastin in your face, and you wind up looking like a wax candle. But I do take this, and I just used it all, this collagen, and it's supposed to be good for your hair, skin, and nails. And I got to order some more. It's pretty good. And you put it in your coffee in the morning. Um, Now, as far as protein powder, I usually eat a whole foods diet. I try to get my protein probably with some food. Um, but if I feel like I'm lacking on protein, I will take a protein supplement, which is, they're full of sugar. But I do have these on hand. This is the Garden of Life Raw Organic Protein. It's a vegan one. I've had that for a while. It tastes like yak. It's not very good, not very good at all. I think the muscle milk tastes better. But this has a lot of amino acids and a lot of protein. But like I said, it tastes like chalk. It doesn't taste very good. And I try to doctor it up. And I also have used in the past the Vega, which is the chocolate. That tastes like chalk too. It probably has more sugar, so it tastes a little bit better. You can add a banana and probably the banana or strawberries or some fruit, but then it ups the calories. But like I said, I eat my protein. I eat a low protein diet, low carb, 50, what is it, 50 grams. And I try to keep away from the carb monster and the bread. And that's another reason why I'm doing this cleanse or fasting or whatever, because I've been eating a lot of bread lately and a lot of snacks and stuff like that. So if it's not your stomach sabotaging you, it's your brain. And the old brain in the back of your head of when you were uh, higher weight, it always comes back to haunt you. Well, it comes back to haunt me, tries to sabotage me. And I fight the food beast every single day. Every single day I fight it, try to make good choices. But, so I have to cook today, believe it or not. And I'm going to cook a pizza for my husband, and I'm not going to eat it. Yay for me. Um, Whatever. Just try to fight it. 6 years out, the surgery unfilled. Metabolically, it only worked 3 months. I don't regret weight loss surgery one bit, but I do kind of regret having the lap band because metabolically, it really didn't do anything for me. And I think I would have probably lost more weight in the first year than I already did. I lost about 65 pounds total. And, in the wintertime, I'm heavier, of course, because I'm less active and it's cold. And I tend to eat more calorie dense food. And then the summertime, I tend to eat like a vegetarian, plant-based diet. I don't put any labels on myself, but when it's hot and sticky, you don't want to eat any heavy food or whatever. At least that's me anyway. And I'm more active outside with the garden and stuff like that. So, I dread winter. I dread the cold months, being inside, because I have to stay active. I have to get out of this. The longer I stay in the house, and I stay near this is the thing. This refrigerator and that cabinet right up there is our snack cabinet. Yeah. So I have a little note up there. Danger. That's my danger sign. So that's like um, a a visual memory that I have bad stuff up there, danger food. Um, because I don't want to go back to being obese again, right? I don't want to go back to that high weight of 210 pounds. I have no insurance, so I don't have the ability to get any weight loss surgery, a revision or conversion or whatever you want to call it. If I do decide one day to get this lap band out, which probably I'll have to because it's 6 years, I think it's a 10-year cap. I'll probably have to go to Mexico. And I'm a little afraid of that because, you know, not that anything bad about that, but I don't have any insurance. So if anything goes wrong when I come back to the States, so I have to wait for I get medical insurance before I do any type of other procedure. And I'm not eligible for here under insurance in the United States because I have a normal BMI. When I did even have insurance, even though I had reflux and stuff like that, and I had esophagus problems, and I had what do you call that? Tension in my throat, and I had GERD, and I got my hernia back, and Kaiser wouldn't approve my revision or whatever. They denied it. So I just kind of gave up. I'm not a doctor person. I don't like to go to doctors. I was in healthcare for 25 years. That's where I got laid off. So I want to stay out of the hospital. Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere near healthcare and stuff like that. I don't take any medications. I take supplements, and I try to do the natural way. I try to stay out of chemicals and stuff like that. I'm sort of like, I'm on a natural path now, natural path of, just living the life of Zen. Zen. So anyway, I rambled on a little bit. I got to get out there and walk before any kind of rain comes out. So I just want to get my walk and get in and outdoors, and calm my mind and get in with the trees and smell whatever air that I can that doesn't involve any car exhaust outside of DC. It's hard to avoid. I thought I'd go out to the C&O Canal. My friend that she doesn't feel good, and my other friend didn't text me back, so I'll just have to do a solo walk today. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time, and if you give me a thumbs up or subscribe or make a comment, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.